Girl, it seems like Diddy's legal drama is now spilling over and affecting his entire family. Word on the street is, his daughters have allegedly been pulled into the chaos. Fans are speculating that Diddy's girls might know more about his behind-the-scenes behavior than they've been letting on. According to Jaguar Wright, federal agents have even been monitoring the girls' phones, and things aren't looking good. But what exactly did they do to raise red flags with the feds? And did they really try to flee the country? Let's break it all down. First off, it's no secret that Jaguar Wright has a long-standing grudge against Diddy. She's made it very clear over the years that she doesn't like him, but if you thought her beef was only with Diddy, think again, because the streets are now saying that Jaguar is going after Diddy's twin daughters, Jessie and Delilah. Apparently, Jaguar isn't satisfied with just Diddy potentially going to prison now. She allegedly has her sights set on his daughters too. It's almost like she won't be satisfied until the whole family is caught up in this mess. Diddy actually has 3 daughters who are close in age, the twins, and his other daughter, Chance. Chance is only a few months older than the twins. All of them are about to turn 19, so while they're still very young, they're legally adults now. But for some reason, all eyes are on the twins, so what exactly did they do that made people start whispering? Well, one thing that's raising eyebrows is how unbothered they seem about their father's situation. Instead of laying low, they've been living it up, going on luxury vacations, partying on yachts, and just showing off a lavish lifestyle. To be fair, this is the kind of life they've always known. But considering how dark the accusations are against their dad, some people, including Jaguar Wright, feel like it's toned up for them to be flaunting all this right now, especially with all the disturbing allegations against Diddy about what he supposedly did to his victims. Some fans also believe the girls secretly support their dad. Why? Because last year, when Diddy got arrested, they actually volunteered to give up their passports. At the time, prosecutors wanted to deny Diddy bail because they believed he might intimidate witnesses or mess with the case if released. Prosecutors also claimed that Diddy was a flight risk, with drugs found in his hotel room at the time of arrest. He even tried to post a $50 million bond with home detention, but the judge said no. Later, details of Diddy's bail proposal were revealed, and they were wild. His lawyer offered a $50 million bond co-signed by Diddy's mom, sister, the mother of his eldest daughter, and his 3 adult sons. The bond would be backed by Diddy's Miami home at 2 West Star Island, which is worth around $48 million. Diddy had even paid off the $18 million mortgage on the home, just to use it as bond collateral. The bond proposal also included the value of Diddy's mother's home on Alton Road in Miami, and a restriction on Diddy's travel, limited to the southern districts of Florida and New York, plus nearby districts if needed for flights, court appearances, or medical appointments. According to court documents, Diddy surrendered his own passport in April, but he also offered up the passports of several family members, including his mom Janice, his daughters Chance, Jessie, and Delilah, and even baby Love Combs. Yes, even the baby. However, the feds rejected the offer, and the daughters kept their passports. That's where new rumors started that the twins might be planning to run. But what would they be running from? Well, word is, the twins could be trying to escape before things take an even darker turn. See, before all of this mess, Diddy was worth nearly $1 billion. Now, his net worth has reportedly dropped to around $400 million. Yes, that's still a lot, but it's less than half of what he had. And here's the kicker. If Diddy is convicted, he could lose everything. Court documents say that if he's found guilty of the charges in count 1 of the indictment, he must forfeit all assets related to his criminal enterprise, including properties, contracts, securities, and anything purchased with or connected to the proceeds of his alleged crimes. That means the government could take his homes, his money, everything, really. And if that happens, Diddy could not only end up in prison, but also completely broke. Now, based on how the twins were raised, it's clear they've been used to a luxury lifestyle. Adjusting to life without Diddy's millions won't be easy, especially since they've reportedly shown no interest in going to college or pursuing a traditional job. So how does all this connect to them allegedly running away? According to rumors, Diddy supposedly created offshore accounts in his children's names, just in case something like this ever happened. That might explain why his lawyers offered up their passports. One fan gave an interesting take, saying the daughters might be tied to those offshore accounts, and the feds don't want them moving money, silencing witnesses, or fleeing with funds that were hidden overseas. Apparently, Some of these accounts require in-person visits to access large amounts of money, meaning the girls would have to leave the country. Now fans believe the twins may know more than they're letting on. They suspect the girls are aware Diddy's going to lose, and they're trying to protect themselves before it all crashes down. Of course, Jaguar Wright had more to say on this too. She claimed Diddy always controlled his children through money, and now, it's all coming full circle.
When you're dealing with the kind of fighting for their father, they're fighting for their survival.
Yeah, it's honestly hard to fault the girls for trying to cut their losses and dip. They've finished high school. They're not heading to college. Their dad might be headed to prison. And if those offshore accounts really do exist, you can bet they want to get that money fast.